And this is a paid political advertisement. John McCoy is running for sheriff in Adams County. You can find out more about his candidacy at johnmccoyforsheriff.com. Good morning, John.
Good morning.
I remember back in 1981 and 82, I think I spent most of my cub reporter years chasing you down, trying to get a statement out of you, which was usually no comment or nothing at this time. But we were talking the other day about this big drug bust recently in Quincy, and certainly it's a fabulous accomplishment for law enforcement to have brought in that much marijuana. But that wasn't the biggest drug bust in Adams County. You were involved in the largest drug bust, at least that anyone can remember in Adams County, right?
Yes. The actual case started in the sheriff's department, and then task force, and it grew from there. What it was called was a reverse sting. What that means is, instead of us, undercover buying drugs from a dealer, we're offering a better deal to the large drug dealers. This entailed the Mexican Cartel out of Chicago, Illinois. We made them a deal that we could deliver 50 kilos of cocaine within 3 or 4 weeks at a time. The way we would do that, we told them we would bring it up on houseboat from Louisiana, the state of, and that way we wouldn't be worried about interdiction through the travels of highways and byways and traffic stops. They said, okay, let's see you produce it. We didn't have a houseboat, but we had a local businessman here in Quincy, Bill Black, who had a houseboat and loaned us that boat. We didn't have 50 kilos of cocaine. I didn't even know what 50 kilos of cocaine looked like. We let DEA know what we were planning. They flew up the 50 keys. The Mexican Cartel sent a person down that looked at it, weighed it, tested it, made the phone call back where undercover agents were with the Mexican Cartel out of Chicago, and the transaction happened. And we seized $480,000 of their money. That's what we call a reverse sting. So that was the largest drug bust in Adams County.
$480,000 coming in. And, of course, now back in the day, this is off your candidacy, I'm sorry, the news reporter in me kicks in. When you get that kind of money nowadays, that goes right to the county, or they have a way to disperse it. Where did that $480,000 go? Who got the benefit from that?
After all the cases are disposed of, a hearing judge comes in and decides which agency had the most participation, and they divvy that up. The sheriff's department ended up with $80,000 of that. Obviously, the federal government does take the most, but they did have a lot of assets, and I mean they're the ones that produced the product. They're the ones that had a lot of flight time and things like that. So they do. When you invite the feds in, trust me, they take their lion's share.
It wasn't their boat, it wasn't their people, but they took the money, and that's okay. But we got $80,000 out of
right.
that. What year was that?
It would have been like 94.
Okay.
But that's money that can be used for buying equipment. Something that we would have to buy anyway, but we're using the bad guys' money instead of the taxpayers' money, and it's a sweet deal for everybody except for the drug dealer.
Except for the drug dealer. And that's the kind of stuff, cracking down on drugs is what you want to do if you're elected sheriff.
Right. Interdiction is the key to it. I want to stop the drugs before they get here. And if you do that often enough, people decide that maybe this is not a good place to do business.
Okay. John McCoy is running for sheriff in Adams County. johnmccoyforsheriff.com is his website. Proven experience matters. Thank you very much, John, for telling us about the $480,000 seizure, what probably was the largest drug bust in Adams County. Thank you for correcting our overzealous reporting earlier this year. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Paid for by John McCoy for sheriff.